Assata Shakur, the one that got away. Her story has often been reduced to myth, but history places her in sharper relief. She was not defined by beauty or celebrity, but by defiance. To the state, she was a fugitive. To many in the Black liberation struggle, she was a symbol of unbroken resistance. Her legacy rests not in the labels assigned to her, but in the fact that she carried forward a struggle against racial injustice, surveillance, and state violence. Assata's name endures because her survival forced America to confront the lengths it would go to silence dissent and the lengths some would go to remain free.
1973, Shakur was sentenced to life in prison for her role in a shootout on the New Jersey Turnpike that resulted in the death of a state trooper. At the time, Shakur claimed that the FBI had targeted her for assassination in her campaign against Black militant organizations. So she was a part of the Black Panther Party and then the more radicalized Black Liberation Army. The same army that kidnapped the white girl Patty Hearst. They had very extreme ideas, and while we don't know the particulars of Assata Shakur's involvement in the killing of the state trooper, we do know that people from the Black Panther Party were literally assassinated by the cops. And there was not only a war of rhetoric, but of actual physical violence towards each other. We do not shy away from her radicalism. It was a thing for a time.
Assata Shakur, the one that got away, not because of beauty, though it was undeniable, but because her defiance could not be contained. Her legacy is not in the photographs of youth, but in the struggle that carved her name into history and in the haunting reminder that survival itself can be an act of revolution.
In front of the cell 24 hours a day, and the cell between two gun towers that could train their guns directly on the cell. I was told that I was in the Yardville unit for women, even though I was the only woman, and they tried to keep me there for the rest of my life. My grandmother came to visit me there to tell me a dream, and she came with all of my family, and everybody was happy, and I'm like, what's happening with y'all? And they said, no, she had a dream, and I was like, okay. And so my grandmother's dream was that she was dressing me, that she was in an old house that she lived in when she lived in New York still, and she was putting clothes on me. I said, is that the dream? She said, that's the dream. And I said, well, was I little or big? She said, no, you were big. So I said, oh my God, the only time people dress anybody when they're grown is when they're dead. And so she said, no, I know what you're thinking, no. What this dream means is that you are going to leave this prison. I don't know when, but it's going to be much less time.